Mr. Genis, you have the floor for 5.
Thank you, Chair. There are so many different parts to this Arrive scam scandal. One of them is this fundamental fact revealed by the Auditor General's report that the process was rigged, that people who had been predestined by the government to get a contract sat down with government officials to determine the terms of the request for proposals, which they would then bid on. It's a rigging of the process, a predestining of the process. And we believe in free will, not predestination. We think everyone has an opportunity based on their decisions and actions to access government contracting if the system is working properly. But it's no wonder with this kind of system that outsourcing has increased 60% under these Liberals when we have deals that are rigged. My first question to Ms. Reza, have those involved in this Arrive scam rigging been identified and held accountable?
Thank you very much. As we have both indicated, we have referred the matter to the RCMP.
Have you identified which individuals were involved in this discussion on the government side?
Catherine?
Merci beaucoup pour la question.
Thank you for the question. So, based on the information we received, there's some information on suppliers, some on employees. We're completing our analysis to determine whether the action that was taken in the employees' work was a problem or whether there was an anomaly, and this analysis is being completed.
You're saying you're doing work to identify whether or not there was a problem. The Auditor General's report was very clear on this. Maybe I'll just go to Mr. Hayes. Were you able to identify in the process of your work the individuals that were responsible for this bid rigging? And can I ask you as well, are you aware of other instances across government where this practice has occurred?
Answering the second question first, there aren't other examples where we have seen that has happened. However, I think I will say unequivocally it shouldn't happen. There shouldn't be contractors involved in writing the requirements for the contracts that they ultimately bid on in a competitive process. In terms of the question about the RCMP, we did have a conversation with the RCMP where we identified that that we had information that they may be interested in. All of our files contain the information available from the departments and the analysis that we've done, so the RCMP can see from our files exactly who has been involved from our perspective.
Okay, so you do have on your files indications of which individuals were part of this rigging process, and yet what we're hearing from government officials is that they're still investigating. Ms. Reza, do you want to comment on that? If Mr. Hayes has that information, presumably you do as well.
I might just add, we did provide some information to the committee, I believe it was on Tuesday, that shows some of the information about where and how the company was involved in setting the requirements for the contract. I believe that I'll turn it back over.
Sorry, I am tight for time. Just in the time I have left, very quickly, Ms. Reza, other instances where this rigging of contracts has occurred.
I'm not aware of any, but I'll turn here because we
okay.
actually
Can you tell us that hasn't happened in any other cases, or you're just unsure?
Merci beaucoup pour la question.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chairperson. So as I mentioned earlier, we have an internal investigatory team. There are a number of files that are referred to that team on a yearly basis. There are many topics of investigation that can be referred to us. I don't think this is the first time that we've heard of the fact that there may have been conduct on the part of a supplier in a particular process. That said,
sorry, again, just because of time, it seems like you're saying that there are other instances that may be being investigated, and I think we'll need more information on that.